Good morning, Ron. How are you doing today? Good morning, Gene. Nice to see you here. How's every little buddy? How was your dinner last night, Gene? Hopefully it was great. Seen a bunch of comments on the foot long wimpy thing, but I haven't read them. Just things that come through the sidebar. So I'm gonna have to go in and read the comments. Stony boys, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Oh, you took Mama out to eat. Okay, well that's good. Did you take her out to the kitchen? Oh, you went to that fancy restaurant with all the arches. Oh, okay. Making them nose. Did you have to put in your order yourself, punch in all the thing, and then pay with it for the credit card? Did you have to do all that work and walk up to the counter? I did that once, and then I asked him. I said, "Do I get vacation pay, holiday pay, sick benefits, and overtime?" They didn't think it was amusing. Well, then I went there yesterday, and the sign says sausage McMuffin and a hash brown, $1.50. That's exactly what it says. So this big dumb and happy, I wheel around there to drive through and I say, I'll take 4 sausages, McMuffins, with 2 hash browns. So that meant 2 hash browns and 2 sausage McMuffins, $1.50 a piece. Correct? I wheel up there and the total is 665 or 67, no, 684. So I pay for it and I want a receipt. So I get the receipt and I pull up to the next window. I said, isn't muffins and a sausage supposed to be $1.50 a piece? For if you get a sausage, you get a muffin, or you get a sausage and you get a hash brown, so it's $1.50. Well, yeah. So I hand them the receipt and say, she overcharged me. Oh, I got to get a manager. Well, the manager come over, some 18 or 19-year-old stuck-up kid. That's only until 11 o'clock. I said, show me someplace out there on the signs where it says 11 o'clock. She turned around and walked away. Pissed me right the hell off. I said, go ahead and walk away, asshole. I'm talking to you. And I won't be back. But I am going to be back because I'm a nice guy. So the next time I go back, I'm going to order 4 of them fresh quarter pounders with cheese. And I want to make them special. I'm going to make them, I want mayonnaise on them and onions and unsalted French fries. So they have to make all that stuff special. And as soon as they take my order and right before I go to pay for it, I'm going to pull out of the line. And I'll do, because I'm an ass, because that's white. I'm an ass. And I'm going to do that to them every chance I get. I'm never going to buy. I'm not going there no more. Piss on them bastards. I'm going to start going to Wendy's.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Oh.
I have to watch mine down there. Watch your filthy mouth.
Watch my filthy mouth. Well, you can say something. You just can't say the F word.
Well, what the hell's it?
It's a lot of difference.
Oh, it's.
Don't argue with me.
Word.
Straight to the moon.
Why don't you try that? Try that.
Keep up and wake the kids and you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, you wake them up and watch what happens to you. You know more
Yeah.
brother than that head.
Good morning, Amber. You're looking lovely as ever. Bobby, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you guys here. Oh, that just, it upsets me.
You upset me.
Do like I did once. Order a big one, a Big Mac with one sesame seed and one, and one with extra sesame seeds. There you go. Yeah. He ain't stalking you no more. You took the chair away, Amber. He said he's done with you. He's moving on to bigger and better things. Read your first comment. Good morning, handsome dog. I read that. Hugs and hands you. Good morning, handsome dog. Hugs and hands you a big cup of coffee. A big coffee, bug full of coffee. Here you go. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Amber. That's nice of you. Better knock it out. John's going to get a little jealous, and I'm going to come there, and he's going to shoot me with a 12 gauge. And it's not like the tree's right next door to the house either, huh, Ron? It's like 50, 60 feet away, so you have to use binoculars while you're sitting on that branch. It ain't worth it. No. I'm good, Bobby. I'm good. RG, I'm good. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I'm looking lovely as ever, as you can tell. Handsome, handsome. Can't get any better looking than this. As Curly would say, certainly. No, 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 no. But, you know. So, if you guys are on Facebook or whatever, I did post. Gene sent a photo. Okay. I did living the dream in Arizona. That's right. I did post a post this morning on Facebook about them, the priest in Pennsylvania, something we touched on yesterday. So if you're on Facebook, go ahead and read it. You know, people think I'm lying. I'm not lying. They did a grand jury investigation. That's just in Pennsylvania. Wait till they start going through state to state to state. So, and I basically posted, they put their image of the church and everything else in front of the welfare of the kids, which I think is wrong. So if you guys are sending in tithes and offerings to the Catholic Church, I'm not Catholic, but if once I would have found out that happened, they'd have been done. I wouldn't have sent nothing else to them, because all they did is cover up. And that's all it is, a moneymaker for them. So, oh, man. Oh, I'm starting to get headaches again for some reason. Ron's wearing his Bigfoot panties again. Let me run in here and see the picture Gene sent me. Well, that door turned out pretty good, didn't it, there, Gene? Yeah. Well, I can, you want me to put it up there, Gene? I can share that real quick. Gene worked on this camper door and got it straightened up, looking decent. Yeah. There it is. Pretty nice. And I reopened up the Iron Dog merchandise. It's open up for 30 days now. So you got 29 hours, 29 days, 17 hours, 18 minutes, and 30 seconds to get your orders in. Great Christmas gifts. Who wouldn't love an Iron Dog t-shirt, coffee cup? So. Marie Kaplinger, good morning. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. So, by the way, you guys, if you get a chance, put Picker Rick in your thoughts and prayers. They're having his son-in-law has had to undergo some surgery, the emergency surgery. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. If you had no frame on the inside, you had to. God damn it. No. So you got it all fixed? I gotta watch some videos, man. Neighbors got, well, that's good there, Marie. You're welcome. Neighbors got a pop-up. So I was there yesterday and I said, hey, how much you gotta have for that pop-up? Oh, I gotta open it up. I said, okay. See if the canvas is any good. And I said, I don't want the canvas. I don't want anything in it. You can take everything out of it. All I want is the top and the bottom. Well, that'd be worth $700. I said, no, it ain't worth $700 because they're selling nicer ones for $500. A lot nicer. All I want is that. Well, I give $75 for it, but I can get $700 for it. And I said, well, you ain't getting $700 from me. I'll give you $100 for it. That's $25 more than what you give for it, and you've had it for 5 years, and you ain't done nothing with it. So, when she needs money, she'll be back. I can guarantee it. Hello, Dirty Dog Diggers. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. I don't know if you guys don't know it or not, but I got gypped on that Dirty Dog Diggers contest. Only because it was a random. If it was by sheer looks alone, I'd have won it hands down or paws down. But I guess to make things fair, they got to make it a random generator, spin the wheel. Because, none of them much can compare to my good looks. There you go. That's okay there, Amber. Huh. It's the truth. There ain't a dog out there better looking than me. Good morning, Kathy Miller. You're looking lovely as ever. Well, yes, you are, honey. Six on the table for you. It was made for her. I even made a second pot already, Gene. Be back in 15 minutes. Oh, we gotta take. Oh, Kate ain't at school yet. It's only 5:45 there. It was nice of her, wasn't it? But Ron, he's not going there no more because he's tired of it. Sitting there you gotta sit on the tree limb 50, 60 feet away or yards away, can't see nothing. I don't blame him. And she won't even put a ladder there. He's got to dig his own toenails into the bark to get up there. So. So, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Ain't too much material from 10 o'clock last night till 6:30 this morning. That's only 8.5 hours for the world to change. And so I didn't have on any news. So I don't know anything. So, not that I know anything anyways, but. I just, all my life I've just, been able to get by with my good looks. So. Good Lord. Well, yes. Hallelujah. Testify. Kathy, help us. Well, then why don't you take my twin instead of me? Because I'm sure he'd go with you. He's looking for a sugar mama. Somebody to pay all his bills, make all his payments. He retracted his message. What did he say? Oh. There's no cure for him. That's right. Oh. But if Ron ain't going, I'm not going now. So to Amber's, because that would give me somebody to talk to at night. Because Amber and John are going to be sleeping. I don't sleep that much at night, so I can just talk to Ron while he's sitting out there on the limb staring through Amber's bedroom window. So. Before you go, you're looking lovely as ever. Well, that's to Kathy. Oh, I thought you were talking to me, Bobby. Good morning, Wisconsin Greg. How are you doing? Are you still handling them $100,000 bars today? No. Pretty neat. The other night, Greg went through a couple of $100 million with the candy bars. All right there, Bobby. Why did your face hurt? John smack you? Did you run it into the door? Oh, can't stop laughing. Okay. Yeah, you're home today? Okay. Well, you're welcome there, Alexander. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Alexander. Excuse me. I'm glad you liked it. You didn't like it? Everybody else thought it was funny. So, video was a peach. Yeah. It was all done in fun because it's supposed to be made into a cartoon. So, and I was doing it from Wimpy from Popeye. Well, blow me down. I'm sick of dogs. Yeah. That's right. If you can't say it here, don't say it here, or you will be kicked. Oh. Huh? I'm glad you liked it. I know I'm not a new joke. All right. So, somebody give me a subject to talk about. I'm trying to figure out how to get. I got two videos on my phone. I'm trying to figure out how to get them from my phone to my computer so I can download them in my computer and then run them through my movie maker. Well, that's good there, Amber. A good laugh will make you feel better. Let me see if I can do it this way while I'm talking to you. I had to. I got to turn it on. Uh, that's what I'm trying to do, but this one's pretty lengthy. Yeah. Let's see if that one will send. That's the big one. If the big one will send, then I know the smaller one will send. Good morning, Arizona Ghost Rider. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever, Arizona. No, it wasn't Spice Girls. Actually, it was a band singing, so I know I'm not going to get in trouble for copyright infringement because the bands weren't that bad, but they weren't that great either. So, as far as there was a couple of them that was. There was some that wasn't, but there was a couple of them that was. So, it says preparing files. Pretty soon it's going to say, no, dumbass, we can't send something like this. Try again. No, I did not see your comment about your aunt. Huh. Sorry to hear that. They have any idea where she went? It was better than Doc singing for sure. Yeah, I hope they find her, Amber. Yeah, I do too there, Gene. So. It was a benefit to bash heroin. So that's where we were at. So this says it's sending photos, but this ain't a photo. This is a video. So I don't know. Yeah, we did an event. It's called Raising Hell for Raven, and I guess Raven is a girl that was killed about or died about 7 years ago from heroin, or 9 years ago from heroin overdose. So they've been doing benefits for the last 3 years for her. It's either 7 or 9 years ago, but that's what they call Raising Hell for Raven, and it's about bashing heroin. And then they had shirts for sale there that said, support or kill a heroin dealer, which I'm not for that, and I don't condone killing a heroin, dealer. So I don't understand the process of that. You have to have supply and you got to have demand. If you don't have demand, you don't have supply. If you have supply, you have demand. So if you get rid of either the demand or the supply, or you get rid of both, you don't have it. So nobody will buy gas if you don't have cars. So if you get rid of the cars, you have no demand. If you have gas, then they build cars. So you have supply, so you get cars. I'm just giving a roundabout way of, I don't want to ruffle feathers, but Alabama Bushcrafter, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, I'm sorry to hear that there, Amber. There was beer there, and then, they're bashing heroin, but they had beer. So, I don't know. It was good for her, she says. And then no happy birthday, Amy Winehouse. Yep, Amy Winehouse died of drug overdose. Whitney Houston and Whitney Houston's daughter did, but crack is whack. And neither one of them, both of them denied having a drug addiction. So it was a good cause. If you have gas, eat less beans. Poor Kathy. That's right, man. Poor Kathy. It's still sending. So yeah, instead of getting high, let's all get drunk. Yeah. All right, Dirty Dog Diggers, welcome back. I'm glad you're doing good there, Alabama. Good morning, Big Steve. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Hopefully it sends it. And then I can get it from there. So. Just woke up, coffee? Oh. Who's coffee? And what was coffee doing at your house? And did coffee mind you waking him up? The reason why I'm saying that, because I knew a guy named Coffee. My dad had a guy they worked with. His name was Coffee Coleman. Coffee, Coffee Coleman. Tara's Local Inspiration. How are you doing this morning? You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Right. It was a benefit to awareness, and the beer tent was for the fundraiser. You know, they made I think they got $2 a beer, and they had I don't know, I think they had 4 kegs, and then they had like 200 cases of beer and wine, and I don't know how much they had, but they told me there was less than a half a keg left, and most of the cases were gone. So. And there was probably total around 400 people there, total. But there's people walking in and out all night long at the beer tent. So, you know, you figure people have 2-3 beers. It don't take long to go through that kind of stuff. So. Pixie's playing hide and seek? Yeah, Pixie. I can't believe I lost out to Pixie. Pixie. Fuckatash. Pixie. If it was a beauty contest between me and Pixie Jean, I'm the winner every time. The good thing it was a random draw. So spin the wheel. Where it stops, no one knows. No, I haven't tried the new toppings yet there, Ron. I got some hot dogs in here, and I did bring some leftover chili in, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to open up these and try them. You know, make the hot dog. You know, make a hot dog with one topping, and then make a hot dog with another one, and you know, cut them in half, and you know, have the lovely Mrs. Iron Dog check it out, see if she likes it, which one we like the best. We're probably going to just go with the one with the all meat, because it's 80 cents cheaper than the Cincinnati chili. But if the Cincinnati chili is that much better, we might go that route. So. Golden Threat. How are you doing this morning? Nice to have you here. Farmer JT, good morning. Nice to have you here. Kevin Helming. I did try the turtle soup, and it wasn't bad, but it does have a lot of vinegar taste to it. They put vinegar in it twice. You put water in it twice, and they put what else did they put in there twice? Minced diced onions or dehydrated onions. They could have skipped on the twice on the vinegar and just added it once. Yeah. Nathan's hot dogs and Sam Adams. I don't care if they're boycotting them. That just makes it better. I can buy stock in them now. So you're at work showing love. Well, thank you, Golden Threat. I appreciate it. JT, you slept till 5:05. Half the day is gone already. You guys don't know who Golden Threat is? Go ahead and check out his channel. He's got 2,638 channel followers. Showing some channel love if you're interested. Well, let me check that out there. Cincinnati style chili. It's got to have the spices in there. So the weather's not bad. I think it's supposed to rain today. This Cincinnati style chili there, Ron, says beef, water, onions, tomato paste, spices. That must be the pumpkin. Modified food starch, salt, flour, and paprika and garlic. Well, isn't paprika a spice? Why wouldn't they put that just in that with the spices? But I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna do a video of that one. I'll do a video of the other one. I'll do a video of all of them. So. Hey, what do you think about a dirty dog, baked beans, and hot dog on one? That sounds okay there. They're dirty dog. That way you can get the gas. Did you like what? Oh. Yeah, I am butthurt. Yeah. I lost to a dog. You think Amy Winehouse was sexy? I really don't know who she was. You think Pink is sexy? I think Pink's good looking. I know who she is. No, I had a company send me a bunch of chili sauce to try on the hot dog cart. So yeah, I know she was a singer, but I'd never seen her or whatever. So as far as that goes, so. And I still got them sitting right here next to the laptop. I said I'll warm up a can of that Cincinnati chili, put it on a hot dog, and cut it in half, and we'll try that. And I'll warm up a can of the other, and I'll put them all in different bowls, and we'll just use them out of the refrigerator till they're gone or whatever. Lung disease. I thought Amy Winehouse died of a. Let me check. I thought she died of an overdose, but I may be wrong. Cause of death, alcohol intoxication. So, alcohol poisoning. July 23rd, 2011. Well, she was pretty. I've never seen her before, but yeah.
What is a dope from joint meat?
Huh?
I replied to Kevin.
Oh.
Ones that said turtle in it? No.
No, once it said turtle in it, yeah.
No. I tried it when my grandpa puts that up puke.
Bunch of vegetables.
Oh, God.
The mock,
that stuff had vinegar in it that you ate
yeah, the mock turtle soup I ate, it ain't bad, but I don't have no turtle in it. It's just all beef, but
out there.
beef heart muscle or meat.
It's
Oh. Okay. I know the singer Pink. I've seen her before. I've seen her on the what the hell's that? The Voice or whatever it's called.
no, she were down there.
Yeah, she was at one time.
Like you know, you don't even watch that.
Okay.
Probably read about it.
Pink.
Don't be proving nothing to me because I'm not talking to you.
Yeah. Huh. Pink panties. Oh. Is that for you, Bobby? Images of Pink. Pink's official website. Oh. Yeah. Pink was on The Voice. I thought she was. Well, I'm not just a pretty face, man. I do have some intelligence. Tell us she's a dyke. I don't, just because she has children doesn't mean she's straight. I'm on, Gene. Mo. Mo, Mo, Mo. Knock, knock, knock. How you doing, Mo? The ideal for a hot dog is mustard and relish. A lot of people eat it. Mustard and onion, mustard and relish, mustard and ketchup, or just plain mustard. Mustard is one of the probably the most used condiment on the cart. We did go through, we went through about a gallon of chili sauce Saturday. Or I opened up about a gallon of chili. I used a whole can and then 2 small cans. You're right. Alabama, you're right. Oh. He was Kmart there, Alabama. Attention, Kmart shoppers. In the child section, little boy's pants half off. Oh. That's exactly what Michael Jackson was. And, you know, some people may get upset about it, but anytime you're a grown adult and you invite kids to come over and spend the night with you, and the kids say, Mommy, Daddy, and he touched me, he did this to me, and you deny it and you pay them to be quiet, that pretty much says you're guilty. Because now your name is ruined because you paid them. If you weren't guilty, you should fight it in court until the very last breath. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty. And it doesn't help when you have a secret room plastered with little boys' pictures all over it and candles in there and, you know, all that other stuff. So, Mr. Dutchy Dutch, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I do know Pink has a nice place, and she's got a 9-foot fence all the way around her house with you know, electric gate and everything. So, and a couple of guard dogs running around to protect her. I seen an interview with her one time. I can't remember who it was, but they did an interview with her. Oh, it's well documented that Michael Jackson's dad used to beat the living hell out of all them kids and the mother. He was an abusive father. It's well documented. But back then, there was no such thing as child abuse. If you didn't listen to your parents, you deserved the ass whooping you got. That's what everybody thought. Well, now there's a difference. So, and very rightly so, because some parents actually took it to an extreme. And Michael Jackson's dad is one of them people. I thought he just passed away a few months ago or a year ago or something like that. I don't know if I thought he did. He might not have. Should hire someone like you to protect her. There you go, Alabama. Oh, there is a lot of proof about Michael Jackson. I know Michael Jackson died in 2009, but his dad just passed away, I think, not too long ago. You're right. They are. Was it Latoya or Janet that was on Celebrity Cooks? Man, oh man, looked like a mummy. Oh. Looked like she was petrified, you know. That's all the proof you need is when you start paying off people. Died the 27th. Yep. I knew it wasn't very long ago. So. He's probably down below stuffing pineapples up Hitler's hind end. So that's about where he deserves to be. Well, your sister needs to actually pay attention and read a news story and do some investigating, because as far as I'm concerned, Michael Jackson nothing more than a pedophile. That's all he is. And I don't believe any of his music had to be played anywhere on the airwaves because he is a pedophile. He may have not been convicted of it. But that's because he had money. But he is a pedophile. I don't care. I don't care either. Elvis Presley was a very big drug user. It was well known he was into narcotics. That he basically died on the toilet of a drug overdose. Good morning, Junkyard. Nice to have you here. Sorry you was coming in when we was leaving last night, but yes, Big Steve, it does. When you pay off the people so they don't testify, money is everything. And I tell you right now, and this is no lie, you could kill somebody, murder them, and not spend a day in prison as long as you pay enough money for a fine. They don't care. They'll reduce it down to, simple assault and battery. Wham, bam, but the fine's going to be $20 million. They don't care. Money buys everything. The court system is all about money. First thing they ask you, or first thing they tell you after they find you guilty, is your fine. And when can you pay it? Money is the root of all evil, and it's the root of every court system. Well, I'm telling you, I know I got a friend that was in California that drove truck in California, okay? He got clocked at 112 mile an hour in a semi. In a 55. To figure that out, he's 67 miles over the speed limit. Went to court. After they impounded his rig, he went to court. Stood right there in court, and the judge said, "How do you plead?" And he said, "Judge, I would love to get this ticket broke down to anything I can, and I'm willing to pay an exorbitant amount." He ended up paying $2,500 to get that speeding ticket knocked down to a loud exhaust. Money is everything in the court systems. So, and that's how it is here. We live in Lenawee County. You know what it's called? Anyway County. It's any way the courthouse seems.
If you have the money, your name won't even be on the books.
Yep. If you got the money, you won't even see the inside of a courthouse.
The probation.
And
you got all that money to pay it off. Yeah. You don't even have it on there for nothing on the books. You're done.
Yep. If you don't believe it, ask O.J. Simpson. He spent $5 million to get off from that. They had every bit of evidence to convict him. The only reason why they didn't convict him is because they took him off his arthritis medicine, which made his hands swell up. Same medicine I'm taking. If I didn't take that medicine, my hands would look like baseball gloves. And that's exactly what happened. They took his pain medicine away from him, or his arthritis medicine away from O.J. Simpson. His hands swelled up. Go ahead and put them gloves on. Can't even get them up to here. Well, if they don't fit, you must have quit. And that's exactly what happened. It is. F. Lee Bailey was the lawyer. F. Lee Bailey is a hell of a lawyer, was a hell of a lawyer. So, Traveling Monkey, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Hopefully you are feeling better. Oh, you're right, Alabama. Money buys everything. Here in Lenawee County, if you got enough money, you send your lawyer into the judge's chamber. The lawyer tells the judge how much you're willing to pay. The judge says, okay, suspended probation. You don't even make the papers. You don't. You may be arrested for a crime, but you don't make the papers because money buys everything here in this county. And I believe money buys everything in every county. Yep. And Eppley Bailey charged $1 million right off the bat. And then they had a legal team there. OJ spent $5 million on that. Well, I'm glad you're doing a lot better there, Traveling Monkey. So just remember, if you got money, you can get out. And just like Trump said, he could sit downtown New York and shoot somebody and get away with it. Because he knows if you got enough money, you can get away with anything. For Christ's sakes, look at the Clintons. How many people have died of mysterious deaths linked to the Clintons that were going to rat on them? Suicide, double shot to the head, 2 bullets to the back of the brain, no gun, but ruled as a suicide. If you got money, you can do anything you want. So, money trumps it all. You're right. Is your grandfather still alive? If he is, go back and now return the favor. I would. I'd return the favor. So, especially if he's into a catatonic state, you know. Same difference you were at 2 years old. You didn't know any different. So. But money does talk. So. I had years ago, yeah, because it paid off in the past. Years ago, and this is no lie, I was a kid about 17, 18 years old. 17 years old. We was in a parking lot, you know, drinking beer. And this one kid got into a fight, you know, with another kid, and this other kid cleaned his clock. Okay. And when he got done, that one kid stood up and said, "You don't even know who you messed with." And the guy said, "Yes, I do." And he went over and cleaned his clock again. Well, then he got up again. He said, "I'm telling you right now, you don't know who you messed with. My dad's the mayor, and you're going to jail." In about 2 minutes, the guy walked over to a payphone, made a phone call. His dad called the cops. This guy was under arrest, and he did spend a year in jail for assault and battery. Not 90 days, not 30 days, not 60 days. He spent a year in jail for assault. Because money, money defines everything. All right, well, that's okay, Amber. Oh. So how long before you're going to be back to normal there, Traveling Monkey, did they say? A couple weeks? Month? Now it's been what? It'll be a week tomorrow, isn't it? So, I got another, what, 8, 9 days worth of, before they take stitches out or whatever. That's right. The only people in jail are the ones with no money. That's right. And then here, if you they put you on a work, if you can't afford to pay your fine and stuff, they put you on a work detail here while you're in jail. They make you go out and clean ditches and all this other stuff here. They call it hard labor, but it really isn't all that hard. Pick up papers. They don't give you, anything, any, stuff to cut stuff down with and stuff like that. You just go out and clean the ditches, pick up papers. I can believe it there, Alexander. I can believe it 100%. It happens all the time here too. Around here, if you ain't one of the good old boys, you ain't nothing. No. Now, I was in the courtroom, what, about a month and a half ago, I guess it was. This kid was in front of the judge with a lawyer. His second offense, DUI. Third offense, um, uh, actually, it's the second offense, DUI, minor in possession. Okay. And his third offense of marijuana. Okay. His lawyer asked for a private conference with the judge in the judge's chambers. And when they got done, they stood back up in front of the judge and they reduced the sentence to time served. The guy spent one night in jail and 90 days probation. And he had to pay like $3,000 worth of fines. And he had to have that paid within 60 days. So you figure it out. I didn't hear anybody mention that he was losing his driver's license. So he probably never even got that. It probably was reduced down to minor in possession, no driving offense.
Casey went to school with a kid that was a drug dealer, hard drug dealer.
Yeah.
His daddy was a judge. He's not even on the record. They paid it off, so he wouldn't even have a record.
So now, Sharma, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. New record, I believe. That's right, Kevin. My daughter went to school with a guy that was a drug dealer, and the guy's dad was a judge, and he got arrested. There's no record of it. There's no record whatsoever of him being arrested. So that's how the corruption flows around here. The Googler, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. Tammy Sprinkle, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Oh. The Dukes were good old boys, that's right. Never meaning no harm. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood. Right. So. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Ron? Why do you think lawyers and doctors still practice? Because they're not very good at it. Right. Backdoor, it's backdoor justice. That's what it's called. So 99.9% of all offenses can be cured by money or taken care of by money. Money and who you know. Well, if you've got money, you know somebody, because money travels in the same circles as everything else. Yeah, if you don't approve of the backdoor stuff, don't go to prison, right, Kevin? You're absolutely right. Nothing better than some prize sex unless you're in prison. Yeah, get some parasite feeding off in other people's misery. You're right. Oh. A good bowel movement coming on. Well, congratulations, Alabama. You know when you have a good one, don't you? It's when you sit on the toilet weighing 260 pounds, and when you get off, you weigh 229. That's when it's a great one. Then you got that hollow feeling on the inside. Man, I feel empty. Well, that's funny there, Amber. I'm sure he did. So. I know. Wasn't it terrible? I lost to a mutt. Gene Chambers' little dog, Pixie. I lost to a mutt. Junkyard, can you believe that stuff? As handsome as I am, the only way I could lose is by a random wheel generator. Imagine that. So, no cure. I told you, no cure. That's right. So, yeah. Yeah. Pixie made out, yes. Yeah. Pixie did. Keep your stick on the ice. Okay, man. You too, Mo. You have a great one. You guys check out Mo Melati. So. Doesn't have any subscribers, but the guy comes in, he shows a bunch of dignity and respect and everything. He's a watcher. So, you know, if he comes in to your channel, I'm sure he'll treat you decent. So thanks, Mo. You have a great day. That way you don't have to stay and listen to me. Yeah, I lost by a 4-foot. That's right. So, a 4-foot dog, yeah. That's exactly what happened, Alexander. Amber, give you your chair back there, Ron. You got to take a pic of one of the strays next time. There you go. Good morning, Pico Whisper. How are you doing, Mr. Biggies? So nice to have you here. Kathy, there's a fresh pack of cigs in the garage. Yeah, it's okay, Alexander. I cried last night to sleep, and then I got over it. It's okay. You got to hit that reset hard. Kathy. Dog does have a big bark. Kathy likes a little ankle biter, though. She does. And need to do more than that, Ron. Yeah. I know. It's always hell. I can't wait till Friday night. I'm all leathered up right now, getting all leathered up for that roast on Friday night. So I actually should grease my back so it'd be just like water rolling off a duck's back when it's all done. I'll find out how y'all feel about me then. So yeah, don't cry over spilt milk. That's right. Yeah, do you go out and have, well, congratulations, Alabama. Sometimes in the middle of the night, if I can't, I wake up and I can't go, I'll turn on Green Bay Wacky because he's usually on an Insomniac. About 10, 15 minutes, gets me up and moving. I know, it's every day. All right there, Kevin. You have a great one, man. We'll see you later. Take care. Have a good day at work. I know that's kind of hard, but have a good day at work. Well, I gotta go get me a cup of coffee, and I gotta go to the little boy's room myself. So I'll be right back. Feel free to talk about me because I know you guys will.
I do too.
I don't know the word work. I know it. I've never worked a day in my life.
Not much.
Yeah. I could figure out what that job is at job. All right. Bye, Gene. Have a great one. Let me see. Yeah, the roast ain't until Friday. It's all the time here. You're right. That is a four-letter word, Kathy. Yeah. That smell followed me. That's right. The weird. You get your coffee. The Jamin Show just put out a new video. All right, there, Grizzly, or not Grizzly, Gene, you have a great one. That's good. I'll tell you what, she's going to start losing, she'll lose 2-3 pounds every day for the first couple of weeks. So. Yeah, Amber, is she known to do anything like that? Where are they from, Amber? Sent me an email on my Gmail. Okay. Send me an email, my Gmail. All right, there, Bobby, I accepted. So. Treon, Georgia. Okay. Good morning, Rance James. How are you? Nice to have you here. Yep. $30 to $40 a month. You're right. And she won't believe how much better she'll feel after a few months. Does your aunt and uncle have a good relationship? Huh? What's that? You hope what now?
When I take off, don't put it on Learn Out for me.
I won't have to because I know where you'll be.
Where? Where?
You'll be right here in the house with me because you ain't taking off.
Well, that's a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Just warning you. Yeah.
And nice of me make another pot of coffee. Third.
Nice for me to walk by without striking you.
Without what?
Striking.
Striking me? Well, we are trying to get some likes and stuff, extra views. Like-
Oh, and I'm about to.
Like they said in that movie,
Keith, mind your business and get on. Just
like they said in the movie Signs, strike away, swing away, swing away. Ron says hit the reset.
there's no fear. That's why I'm going back out to my cave.
She's going outside to her cave.
Tolerate that.
Said she has to go out to her kids because she can't control herself near me because I'm just that much awesomeness. Usually, and this is what I'm not saying anything about it, but usually when somebody comes up missing for no reason whatsoever, first thing they usually check is the spouse. So, I don't know. Maybe she did walk away. Maybe she didn't. So. Oh, he doesn't have a phone? Yeah, it's kind of hard to find them if they ain't got a phone where they can GPS them. So. Hmm. That's what I was getting at. Were they happily married? I'm not saying your uncle did. I'm not saying your uncle didn't. I'm not saying anybody did. I ain't saying anybody didn't. But that's all questions that has to be answered. So. Just a fact of life, man. So, anybody got something they want to talk about? Huh, I have to go say, get a room, okay. Well, maybe that wasn't him then. Jesse Greenhagen, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Guys, check out Jesse Greenhagen. I believe a stranger got her. Well, are you all moved and everything now? Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Colton Worley, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, man. Colton is, I believe, a 14-year-old young man. Yep. Where was he at there, Colton? The Bowling Green? All right, man, you have a good day at school. I thought you were homeschooled. My thoughts on women in combat? Other countries have them in combat. Some of these women can be just as tough, if not tougher than men. Look at Ronda Rousey. You know, I guarantee you she could probably take any 3 or 4 average men at the same time. So, you know, there are just as many women out there that I'm not in favor for them, you know, in infantry, but, you know, this is changing times. Most countries have women, you know, in the infantry too. So on the battlefield. So if you try to stop them, somebody will sue anyway. So, you know, I guess it's okay. Well, I'm glad you're here now. So. Yeah, she was out wandering. You're right there, Alzheimer's. You know, Google with Alzheimer's. Right, Marie. But there is a lot of women that do. And I think it ought to be soldiers need some companionship. I don't believe that ought to be there, but I do believe that you know, it should be voluntary. You know, if they want to be in the infantry, they can. If they don't want to be in the infantry, they don't have to be. So, you know, they can't be placed into it or whatever. As far as, you know, the draft or whatever, but sometimes when you go and do your testing and stuff and you don't, your scores aren't that great, you know, they put you into that because that's, you know, one of the entry MOSs that you can fit into. Your sisters are in the military? That's good, Jesse. Yeah, Kathy can beat my Heine. I'm telling you, I'm afraid of her. You're right. Junkyard. You look at Israel, they have a whole bunch of ladies in the infantry, and they are all well trained and they are all ass kickers. That's right. Hmm. Um, Anything else you want to talk about? Hell Kitten, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. I just talked about women in the military. If you just join us, so 5 years. That's good, there, Jesse. Angry Amish, Peach Month, Day 20, clearly Canadian. I'm too fast. I couldn't read it. So, uh, well, I understand that, Alabama, but things are changing nowadays. Now they got combat, fighter pilots and Apache helicopter pilots, and you know it's inevitable. It's going to happen if it isn't already happening now. I'm sure there is a few that are in combat. Um, all it takes is just a lawsuit, and then it starts getting things rolling. That's cool there, Dirty Dog. Alabama. Ammo and coffee, yeah, sure, yeah. So, now there's plenty of women that are well suited for combat, the infantry. So I say it's totally up to them if they want to do it. So, look at the movie G.I. Jane with Demi Moore. He couldn't break her. So, Starship Troopers or whatever that's called. So, well, you're right. I don't know how it is anymore, but they weren't allowed on the front lines. So I'll move and the kids are settled. That's good, Jesse. You tried to join the Marines straight out of high school? That's cool, Hell Kitten. He didn't sign up for the draft. There was no draft. Now they haven't, when was it? 72, 73 was the last time they enacted the draft or something like that. I can't remember the exact year. Yeah, you're probably right, especially in the Marines. But I don't know. It wasn't the draft. You weren't signing up for the draft. What you were signing up for was to join the army of the armed forces. The draft is totally different. The draft is where you sign up or you sign up for the draft. Your name goes into a lottery, and then all of a sudden they'll send you a letter stating your number 9777441 report. That's where it's called the draft. They're still not allowed to see. I don't know. I haven't kept up on it, but I know there's women fighter pilots and Apache pilots and stuff like that. So well, that's what I thought. I thought Obama, passed it or whatever. Congress passed it where they could, but I wasn't for sure, but that's what I thought. Yeah, you missed the draft by about 30 years. So, I was only 12, I think, when they stopped the draft. So, and I had friends that were a few years older than me, 6, 7, 8 years older than me, that were drafted. You signed up for 4 draft years and didn't pass the bar? There you dirty dog, yeah. Let's see. Um, Army takes a steady but cautious approach to women in the infantry. Um, let me see. As of October 4th, 2017, this is when the picture was taken. There are 80 women. But the damn thing quit moving. There's 80 women that's gone to recruit training in Fort Benning, Georgia since the ban on them serving in combat job was lifted. 22 have graduated, more than 30 will still be in training late that month. Yeah, so the ban is lifted. They can fight on the front lines. And here's the story. That's just one story. There's a bunch of them. So, huh. Probably would have passed out on the bar. So, huh. I don't know. According to the LA Times, they can. So, I don't know. They may be allowed to, but they may be allowed to go do it, but they may not be able to do it. The government can say, yeah, you're allowed to do it, but letting you do it, they may be able to do it, but there may be not be, they may not be let to do it. There you go. So, That article right there is they're training for it. I don't know if they're still in it and can be in it or not, but that's what they're training for. So I don't know. Anyways, last night my Teespring merchandise page closed out, and this morning I got in there and I opened it up for a whole month. So it's good to September 19th or something like that. So if you guys are interested, I don't make anything on them. A few cents on each one of them, just because I'm just rounding off the dollars, or to the half dollar or to the full dollar, and it's only, I think the most I make on anything is like 20 cents. So, and I don't make that either because I'm not even claiming it. I'm going to give it all to charity because, I don't expect to make more than $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 or $10. So it ain't worth the hassle filling out all the work or paperwork for it. Oh. Well, that's what I thought that article said. So, but being like, well, that's where you're getting into a technicality. They may be allowed to go, but are they let to go? There's a difference. Yeah, you all can go into infantry. You can all go fight on the front lines. Whether or not we let you is another thing. And that's the Army way, the government way. They can let you do a bunch of stuff, or they can have you qualify for a bunch of stuff, but letting you do it is another thing. Anybody got anything else you want to talk about? Ash Carter, yeah. What's for breakfast? I don't know. I'm trying to get Kathy to make me some breakfast tonight or today. I'm sure she will. What are you fixing me for breakfast, honey? It's not happening? Oh, I thought she'd make me an omelet or something. Yeah, Ron, what are you making for breakfast? Maybe me and Kathy will come down there. You'll get cold toast. Wow. You're a gourmet chef, you are. Well, that's right there, Big Steve. She may have completed the infantry officers course, but what he's talking about, are they going to be allowed on the front lines? It's all well and good and said you can become infantry all you want, but are you going to be let on the front lines? That's the thing. Now, you slept good? All right, that's good, yes. Yeah, I will live. you know, that's probably where he's coming from. Alabama, isn't this just a kick? All right, let's stop for a second. Um, where he's coming from, because they might, you know, you can qualify all you want, but if they're going to let you do the job, it's another thing. So, yeah, you can be in infantry, but you're going to be pushing a paper pile, you know, on a desk, you know, doing the infantry paperwork, but you're still qualified as infantry. So, yep, there's two different ways. There's your way and the military way. So, we used to call it the government way, you know, so, or the army way. So, yep. And that's where I'm getting at. You know, you can be infantry all you want, but they'll probably never ever see a day that they're on ground combat. You know. And made okay, Ron. Me and Kathy are getting in the car now. Eggs, bacon, English muffins covered in sugar, cinnamon. I don't want no cinnamon sugar on my muffin. I'll take butter and strawberry jam if you got it. But the fresh maters out of the garden, that's what got me. So. Pencil pusher. You know, they probably will make them all pencil pushers, you know, until somebody throws enough crap out there to where, you know, the government has no choice but to put them out there, you know. I understand that, Jesse, as a 2016, but whether or not they let them is the other question. Yeah, you have the right to be there. You have the right to be in infantry. But what other if they let them? That's the other thing. The government don't have to let you do anything. The military don't have to let you do anything. Well, I got to look out for myself. I can't get a meal here or breakfast. You know, all I want is an omelet, some taters and toast. Oh, bye, dog. Don't. Okay. Well, you want me to bring you back a to-go container? No. And by the way, tomorrow I will be getting off here at 8:30, 8:45 at the latest. So I have something to do again tomorrow. So and just let them run off and ride. You can hang out with me. So. Well, if my brother doesn't want to go, me and Ron's going to go down and see Alabama Bushcrafter here in August or in September. So, strawberry daiquiri, Ron, to wash it down. There you go. Ron said he'd go. Bless you, Ron. Ron's got to go because he's driving. He doesn't know it yet, but he's driving. It's every 5 seconds, Alabama. So you can't type every 5 seconds. So because every once in a while, if you don't do that, this chat will go so fast you won't be able to keep up. It'll be running so fast you'll be able to fan yourself with it. So, but I got it on for every 5 seconds. So. I'll go back in to make sure. Well, there you go, Big Steve. Now you're infringing on the woman's rights. So they'll take offense to that. Well, you stand behind me, I'll protect you. They will take offense to that, I'm telling you. Kathy won't, but you know. Huh? Get up there, Steve, she said. I just changed it to every 4 seconds. So now you can message every 4 seconds. But that's all that is. The slow mode, I got it so, now it's every 4 seconds. So you can't type a message and then type another message and type another. You got to wait at least 4 seconds before you can type another one. 4 seconds ain't nothing. So. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, these women, they got, on the infantry, they got to be able to do the exact same thing a man can. And I'm not being, discriminative or nothing, but, some of them packs are in excess of 100 pounds. So that's like carrying, a half a person or, a young adult on your back all day long. Hell, I'd have trouble right now carrying 50-pound pack on my back. But when I was in the basic training, I was a road guard when we went on the road marches. So I had to have all the reflective gear. Plus, I carried water. I carried 10 gallons of water, plus my pack. So I was in excess of probably 250 pounds on my back. And that's what I carried the entire time. And when we come to an intersection, I'd have to run clear from the back to the front, stop traffic, wait for the march to go through, and then I would get back in line. Because I was one of the tallest guys there, so they put all the shortest ones to the tallest in the back. And I was one of the tallest guys there, so and I had to do the road marches and be the carry the water and stop traffic. And let me tell you, after we stopped for the first time, I learned this really quick. When you stop and they say water up, you make sure they take water out of both containers, not just one. Because then if they only got one that's empty and the other one isn't, it's kind of lopsided, man. So make sure they take it out of both. And I was in, road guard. And when I was in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, you left marching uphill, and when you come back to the barracks, you were still marching uphill, 10 miles uphill both ways. And all that reflective gear, you had it on your boots, you had it on your cuffs, you had it on your a thing that went over your pack. Well, when I had my pack, I had the water jugs. They were both flat black ones, and they had a strap on, and they slung over. Then you put your backpack on. You took your backpack off when it was water time, and then you pulled the water over, or somebody would help you get it off most of the time. And then you do, they drink the water, you put it back on, put your backpack on, and then swing your reflective gear back over, and then take off. So. Go to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. You'll see it, man. Okay. All right there, Google. You have a great day, man. We'll see you later. Tell your wife I said good luck. Yeah, I hate that walking in the sand and pea gravel and stuff. you might as well be walking in muck, you know, and it's sticking to your boots, but it doesn't stick to your boots, but it's like walking on a sponge. And it actually wears you out a lot faster than anything else. You accept my opinions, won't argue with me? Okay. Well, like Junkyard said, there's two different ways. There's your way and the military way. So, you know. I guess the thing to do is Google it up and see if there's actually any women fighting on the front lines. Well, here's Diane Sawyer with female soldiers in Afghanistan war zones. There's a video on it. Women in combat, their own words. Meeting the women fighting on the front lines in the American war. So. Meet the American woman who fought on the front line. Well, let me see this real quick. All right, well, this one right here says the first woman to fight on the front lines. Take it for what it's worth, I guess. I don't know. There's a video of it too, so. You found a nice gas grill for free? That's pretty cool there, Tim. I understand that, Big Steve. Israeli has a, you know, female fighting force. Israel. So, you know, Russia's got females in infantry. So did you, Renda's World, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Did you pick up the gas grill there, Tim, and put it on your bicycle or what? Strap it to your back, bring it home? I see you changed your name back, so. Did you stick it in the trunk? Oh. And some women would get mad, and the reason why some guys don't want it is because of, you know, the way they were brought up, you know. rode home quick and got your pickup. So you got it, did you, Tim? Make a video? Did you make a video of it? Country 420 Farmer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Good morning. Do. Grow the economy. Guys, check out Country 420 Farmer. Show them some channel love if you want, if you're into that. If you're not, well, you're not. But if you are, you are. Country Farmer, if you want, walk up and down the chat room, see anybody you like, and go ahead and show them some channel love. All right, Dirty Dog Diggers, you have a blessed day too. We'll see you later. Well, I'm sure she'll like it if it looks good, if it works. Did you open it up, make sure the burners and stuff are all in there, Tim, or is it just a shell? What you could do, Tim, before she gets home, take it out of the truck and set it halfway up your driveway. And when she gets home, she'll say, "What's that gas grill doing down there?" "What gas grill?" You walk out there and look at it. "Wow, somebody left a gas grill. I'm going to put it up here in case somebody lost it." You know, if nobody says anything about it, I guess we're going to start using it. It works, Tim. It does work. Oh, did I say that out loud? Good morning, Pam. How are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Well, you're welcome there, Country 420. So, and Kim, good morning, Kim. How are you doing? Oh, that's Pam. Sorry. Tell Kim I said hi. It's worked so far there, Ron, until I told my secret. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta hide stuff in the garage for a few days before I let her in on a secret. So, hey, did I tell you what I got? No. Yeah. He'll be looking now. Take a closer look at the pile. Hey, that looks new. No, I've had that. Look at it. It's got dust on it still. Well, she went out last night. Her and my daughter and my son and my grandkids and my son-in-law. They went out. They trimmed the bushes last night. They mowed the lawn. I had a box out there with a bunch of wood in it, firewood. And my son-in-law took that because he has a burn area in his backyard. He lives out in the country. So he's going to burn the firewood and took some other stuff. And I had some scrap steel out there. He took that and cleaned up the house around the yard. I have yet to, I was looking at it when they were doing it, but they got done. I was in here doing the live stream, so I got to go out today and check it out. see what a great job they did. While I sat on my lazy butt, you're right. And my goose is cooked now, Tim. You're right. Then again, now I got a cleaned up area. I have more room so I can put stuff. I go over like a lead balloon. Oh, I just got the look. She's got the look.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a look too.
I know.
You're gonna support two black eyes here in a moment.
Did you hear that? Two black eyes.
Just for you. And I might just go out and clean the garage. What stuff did you have?
You know, we can't clean the garage.
It wasn't garbage days tomorrow morning.
I know. Yeah, I don't pick through roadside garbage piles or, you know, junk piles unless it's got stuff in it that is, you know, how can I put it? Not from inside the house. If it's you know, stuff out of the garage and stuff like that, you know, like lawnmowers or snow blowers and stuff like that, I'll look at that stuff. But anything, you know, beds and bed frames and dressers and stuff like that, no.
Well, you don't even own a bed.
I'm talking about because you bring that stuff in the house and it might have bed bugs or cockroaches or anything.
But you don't own a bed.
No, we don't bring.
You own a chair.
I sleep in a recliner anyways. So, but you know, we don't bring any of that stuff. No. Anyways, she told me if I argued with her again, I wouldn't see her for 3 days. And I said, "Why, honey? Are you leaving?" She says, "No, because the swelling will go down in about 3 days. You'll be able to open them eyes up again." I said, "Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Right away, dear. Yes, dear. No, dear. Yes, dear."
Your mouth. You're about to make me go. Wash the car and the reindeer?
Wash the car and the reindeer? Yes, dear. I tell you what, it's a garbage man, you know, and we used to throw all that stuff in the trash all the time. You'd be surprised what comes running out of furniture. But when you're a garbage man, anytime you have furniture, you put it in upside down and then smash it. And then you go over and you pick it up like this after you smash it. You take the blade up and then you lift it up like this. Because you want to see what all the good stuff that fell out. Because do you actually know what's in the, you know, the little secret places in the, you know, your furniture? I found $36 one time in an envelope. It said, "Honey, here's the utility bill money." This thing envelope was kind of old and stuff, so I'm sure it was sitting there for a few months or a few years or whatever in that couch. $36. And when you crush something like that, you hear ting, 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 ting. That is pennies from heaven. All sorts of change, man. I'm not lying. On the average day, if you pick up furniture, you'll make anywhere between $2 and $10 in money. Same way with dressers. Always pull out your dressers and check underneath the drawers. Because back then, the old days, old people would tape money underneath their dresser drawers and hide it. So, and I found money that way. My grandma, my dad's mom, bought a dresser at an auction across the street from her house. There was a fairgrounds. Yeah, roasted scattered. Oh yeah, I know. Anyways, she bought a dresser there. So she brought it home and she was going to refinish it. She pulled the drawers out and started to, you know, clean them up. And there was an envelope there. Now she paid $5 for this dresser. The envelope had 5 $100 bills taped in it. So, yeah. So make sure you check that stuff. That's right, Tim. It's minimum wage and all you can eat. That's pretty good there, Big Steve. You found a penny one time, Junkyard? Well, lucky you. Find a penny, leave it lay, have bad luck all day. You're going to the hot tub? Okay there, Kim or Pam, whoever you are right now. I made good money. I made in between, I started in 1987 working for them. And then I made like $36,000 a year, which was good money back then. But by the time we separated ways in 2005, I was making around $75,000 to $80,000 a year working for them. But I was living there, the maximum allowed limit. But I was a swing driver, and if, according to our contract we had, if you went out and you did somebody's job, and say their job paid them $120 for working, doing that job for the whole day, and you went in there and you did that their entire route. Some of these guys would milk these routes so they wouldn't, they got paid by the day, but they would milk them so they wouldn't have to go anyplace else. So they would work 8, 9, 10 hours. But I could go in, and if I did somebody's route in 3 or 4 hours, you take that 120 and you divide it by 3 or 4 hours, so it's either $30 or $40 an hour. And when I got all done, I'd come in, I'd go do something else, which I would gladly do because I get paid by the hour. But at the end of the week, they took the best job that I had all week. Say I made that $30 or $40 an hour. That's what they had to pay me for every hour for the first 40, and then time and a half after that. That was in the contract. That was the incentive for us to go out and bust our asses. And I would. I made a lot of money working for them. And we separated our ways, which was probably the best thing for me because I'd probably still be in prison. Murder is a life sentence around here. So, but anyways, I went to work for a dump truck company, and then I worked for another dump truck company. The guy paid me $14 an hour, and I was happy. $14 an hour, drove a mile to work, didn't have to work Saturday, didn't have to work Sunday, 10, 12 hours a day. Great job. Guy treated me great. I didn't have insurance, but he treated me great. But then Dad bought a cook stove for $75, cleaned it up, used it, and found $59 in the old tobacco tin hidden in it. There you go. Hey, that's pretty cool, Tim. But anyways, great job, but I got offered a better job with insurance and stuff, and I went to work for them, and I worked for them for 6 years until I got physically retired, disabled. And I made around $80,000 a year working for them. But you got to be willing to bust your ass. You got to be willing to put in the hours. So. No route supervisor? Yeah. I never made it to management because me and management couldn't get along. I hated them and they hated me. So it was a mutual affair. So I was a truck driver. I was pulling double dumps. So, and I was hauling shredder fluff, which is where they take a whole car, they put it on a machine in a scrapyard, and when it shreds it all up, your interior, your seats, your dash, and all that stuff, the rubber on the steering wheel, the rubber tires, all that stuff gets shredded up and it goes into a pile. Well, they load that up. And you guys, well, that stuff isn't heavy. I could get my trailer, I could gross 260,000 pounds with a set of doubles. And a lot of times I walked out of there at 225,000 because I got paid a percentage. I got paid by the ton. So, and when you get paid by the ton, you make money. And the boss didn't care if you were overloaded because he figured it this way. He had 400 trucks running. And if each truck ran 4 loads a day, that's 1,600 loads a day. If he got pulled over twice, 2 days, if he got pulled over, 2 trucks got pulled over for overweight. That's 1,598 loads that didn't get pulled over a day. So you figure it out. That's pretty good money. Yeah, that's right. Need anger management. That's right, Tim. Look up, go to YouTube and look up car shredders and stuff like that. You'll see them, man. They'll throw a car on there. Now, Indiana, South Bend, Indiana, OmniSource out there has a shredder big enough to throw. They can throw a Greyhound bus on the conveyor, and as soon as that bus clears the chute, they can throw another one on. They can feed Greyhound buses in this shredder all day long, one right after another. There can be 3 of them on the conveyor at a time. And there's nothing cooler than watching one explode, because it is a giant fireball and then a sonic boom. People will leave the gas tanks in cars and stuff, and that shredder will hit it, cause a spark, and go kaboom, and it'll shake everything, man. It'll shake the windows in your vehicle. You get a big old fireball. And sometimes it shakes it hard enough, it stops the machine, period. Then they got to restart it all. So, but it's pretty cool to watch. Here's one. I'll put it up here. Here's one of where a car caught on fire and actually caught the machine on fire. So. You had hazmat? I had the hazmat. I had the doubles endorsements. I had everything. Tankers, whole 9 yards. So, I had a TWIC card. If you guys don't know what TWIC means, Transportation Workers Identification Credentials. Okay. Grizz270 wants to know if you sent Ron the $1. Morning there, Grizz. No. Anyways, the Transportation Workers Identification Credential is a government identification, which means you can go into these places where Homeland Security is enacted. Any place where there's a port, where ships come in, any place where there's a chemical company, any place, just the chemical company, but the chemical company to do deliveries and shipping and receiving, you have to, and it depends on what chemicals too. If it's, the hazardous chemicals, that's where they step in. Non-hazardous, they don't. But any place that's a national security threat, you got to have a TWIC card. And when you go for a TWIC card, they take your identification, they fingerprint you, they scan you right there. They put you in a room. You walk into the room, you shut the door, and the door locks. And then there's, the place I went. And then there was a door right here. But when that door locks, there's a window right in front of you. And it's bulletproof glass. And this woman sticks out a card, a fingerprint thing. And you put your hand on it. And it scans that hand. Then it scans that hand. And then she sends it through a database and it checks for fingerprints and you don't go nowhere. And if they find out your fingerprints match a crime scene, you're definitely not going nowhere because you're locked in between two steel doors and there's an armed guard on both sides on the door that you are going to go through and the door that you just came through. So, you're not going anywhere. Once that's done, they take all your personal information. Then you go in and you sit down and do an interview and they talk to you. Then all this stuff gets sent to the Secret Service and they let you know within 7 to 21 days. I happen to be lucky. Mine passed in 3 days. So, isn't it something there, Dirty Dog? I mean, they don't screw around. This was done. I did mine in Toledo, Ohio. And this is, if you're guilty, if your fingerprints were found at a crime scene anywhere and they didn't match you because they're not on record, they will be on record because they'll have you. So, yep, TWIC. But once you have a TWIC card, you can go anywhere. You can do anything. You show that card, and you can do almost anything you want because you got a government clearance. So, and it is computerized. That TWIC card, they can tell where that TWIC card is 24 hours a day. They just punch it up, and there's a little chip in that thing that they can find it. So, if you lose it, they know where it's at. If you got it in your pocket, they know where you're at. No, they certify mail it to you. So that's how I got mine. I got mine certified mailed back to me. You had to sign for it. So. Yep, they do. But with a TWIC card, you don't need that. You don't need the government escort. And the state of Michigan now, you have to take your birth certificate in to get some kind of special license if you want to take a flight, international flight. But I don't plan on going anywhere, so I just I don't know. Gris, she said she didn't get his address, but she'll pay him when he comes here. No. She wrote to you. You never had a TWIC card? Yeah. They are something, man. So, the only reason why we got them is because they wanted us to haul some stuff from the port. I could have had a TWIC. You're right. You don't have a birth certificate, you were attached. They wanted us to have to do some hauling from the port of Toledo. And in order to do that, you either had to be escorted in and escorted out or get you a TWIC card. Well, every time they escort you in, it's $50. Well, when you got 10 trucks going in, that's $500. And these guys didn't escort you in anyways. They just looked at you and told you to go that way. And then they got $50 for it. And then when you come out, they stopped you, looked at you, opened up the cab door, looked inside. Then you went in and got your paperwork. You come back out. That was part of the $50 deal. But when you got 10 trucks coming in at $500 and you do 6 loads a day, $3,000 a day, it gets expensive. So, and they did that for about 2.5 weeks before, everybody got their TWIC cards. I was fortunate, Mine was cleared in 3 days. I got it in like 7 days. That's being mailed and everything at my door. She's sending me straight to moon. That's right. You could have tickets. Well, you couldn't have outstanding tickets. You could have had, speeding tickets and stuff like that, but you just can't, have any charges or, any arrests, any felonies. So. Yeah, if you're ready for Ron to pick me up, you might back out of the deal. Yeah, we used to haul from the ports to North Star Steel, which is a refinery, or not a refinery, but a steel mill. We used to haul from them. We used to haul pig iron. It'll be all junked up. You're right. I'll find stuff to collect up there, Tim. She won't get rid of me. She loves me. Yo, want to bet. Moondoggy, wasn't it? I think that was. I think that was Gidget's boyfriend. DJ Mike, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I love me too. Yeah. Build a house out of moon rocks. I would, but they keep floating away. Huh. How long ago was he in Texas? Or in the joint? And was it a misdemeanor or a felony? Because that plays a difference. All I know is when I went and got mine back in 2000, I want to say 2009, I believe, 2008. That was one of the things you couldn't have, was a felony. Oh, 30 years ago, or maybe 30 years ago, yeah. When he had the felony 30 years ago, it probably never even showed up because that probably wasn't even put in the computer. So. Right. Hey, that moon buggy's up there is worth millions, man. Stolen car. Well, what I'm saying is if the offense was 30 years ago, junkyard, that was way before computers and technology and stuff. That probably never even made it to be put on the files. It's probably sitting in microfiche someplace or a paper record, but it never made it to the computer files. And all he has to do is say no. Even fingerprints from that far back, I don't think made it into the computer onto digital scanning. So. Oh, yeah, 10 cents. That's all I'm worth. I hear you. Mikey Boy Vlogs. Well, you can only change your name every 90 days on YouTube. I know that because somebody changed an account of mine. So one of my grandkids did. So it took 90 days to get it off. They weren't doing it to be funny or anything. They were doing it, they were trying to get on so they could open their own account. Well, when they did that, they changed my account. Well, she's already paying Ron $1. That's good. 120,000 a year. That's good. Punk J, how you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Should check and see if that mailed. Still sending. It's going to take a while. Yeah, if you delete Google Plus, you can change it automatically, but then you got to set up a new Google account. And everything you're associated with Google, you have to change again. Talking about buying a second truck and trailer. I do have a sense of humor. So. Oh, that thing's still downloading that one video. So. Hum. Oh. Just chilling after all the hell you had to go through on Street Fighter 5? Wow. Feel for you, man. I feel for you. That game in life has got to be hard, Punk J. Got my first cup of shut up and listen, and now I'm ready for the day to begin. There you go, Chris. I'm not making fun of your gaming world there, Punk J. I just don't game, so. How did I show up there? I don't know. It's Street Fighter. Hell, I don't know how you showed up there, Junkyard. Huh. You was up all night? Let me see. That's just showing you as Junkyard to us. You might want to, the same thing happens to me. You might want to refresh your internet.
You look good.
You look damn good, Junkyard, if you're Kathy. It takes so much to start your morning, that's right. Your phone is acting goofy? So it's showing, yep, it's working now, Junkyard. Well, I mean, it never changed here, but I remember me saying something a couple of weeks ago about happening to me. That's exactly what happened. I turn around and somebody else is coming in somebody else's name. Somebody else is coming in that name. Somebody's coming in somebody else's picture. So. Yeah. See if I can do it this way. Actually, more than a cup to wake up to this. Well, honey, I'm all you need. All right there, Grizz. A Cobra 456. You can't mistake this ugly mug. Well, let me see a Cobra. Well, you can't mistake that ugly mug. You're right. What's that? Well, he's the one that said it. I'm not cruel. I may be an idiot, but I'm your idiot, honey. I'm not either, Amber's. I'm yours. Oh, you know you want me. Jenny, how are you doing this morning? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. We're going to go till 9:30 this morning, and then tomorrow will be about 8:30, quarter to 9, and I got to get out of here. So. He brings you one every time he sees you? Okay. I watched a video of I think I watched a video of him or a live stream or something, him giving somebody a skull or something, or sent somebody a skull or something. I can't remember who it is, but You dog. Yeah. Poor Kathy. Yeah. Poor Kathy. Uh, Maxwell House good the last cup. Yeah. Okay. My connection is bugging out again. Just any better? Huh? Oh, I know. What do you make? A tree bark coffee? There, Amber? Pickerick just went live. Money's a fresh start. It's never too late to begin a new job, I think. So, good to the last drop. And it might be because I'm trying to run uh, this phone off of Wi-Fi too, so it might be sucking on some Wi-Fi that it shouldn't be. But uh, right now it's at probably about 80% downloaded, and before it wasn't anywhere close, like maybe 10%. So. And I can't have used all my data by now because I just um, I think the bill got paid the 19th or 18th. I can't remember when my pay date is, the 18th, 19th, or something like that. Huh? It's blurry. How's that? Any better? Gotta go clean your dad's house? We're still here. Mr. Gixter. Mr. Gixter, how you doing? Nice to have you here. That's right. We're still here. Now Mr. Gixter's avatar just shows up for some reason. It wasn't there, just his name. So if I go and refresh this and stuff, why don't you try that, Big Steve? See how that works for you. Okay, I think that one downloaded. So. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get this other one to download. Okay. What you gonna do? The Hell's Kitchen. Oh, Gordon Ramsay. I didn't say anything about Hell's Kitchen. I may have said Hell's Kitchen, but I never said Hell's Kitchen. I don't. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, you try that there, Big Steve. Nope.
So she'd help.
I take it back. I'm afraid.
If she wants, she can help. I really don't need the help.
Huh.
To take him out with one banana. I really could use stress relief.
She said she really could use stress relief, Steve. Huh?
Wants to jump on that plane. Whatever.
She said you want to jump on that plane. She's ready. She'll even meet you at the airport. Make sure you just got a round trip ticket so you can get right back on too. But you might want to call 911 first. That's 911. Have ambulance there, so they can hook you up with an IV bag and some bandages and stuff like that and set you back on the plane. Triple threat match. Yeah, title belt. That's right. Hardcore champion. Five-time hardcore champion. Yeah, I bet you are.
You might want to just get a one-way ticket, though, not waste his money on to and from, because he won't be going nowhere when I'm done with him.
Yeah, you might want to just buy a one-way ticket. Then after the 16 or 18 months you spend in the hospital recuperating, you can buy the other ticket to go home. But Hell Kitten says, I know you don't, Kathy, laugh out loud, but I'll be there just in case you maybe need moral support. Don't you know
You can
that?
sell tickets.
See, yeah, you can sell the tickets, Hell Kitten. I know. Well, I can't afford one right now. There, this is a Dell. It's a 4.0 or whatever. I don't know. So, Intel. I don't know. I should buy. I've been going to the thrift stores looking for webcam, so I can hook on this, put the webcam on it. So. Steve don't know the number to 911. That's right. You don't know the number. Quick, what's the number to 911? Or 911. I can sell tickets all day long. Yeah. She says the number to 911 for you, Big Steve, is 119. She used to tell her grandkids that all the time. Or used to tell my kids all the time, if something happens to your dad, you call 119. If something happens to mom, you call 911. It's 911 for mommy, 119 for daddy. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That's the number for food stamps. It's 119 for you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, step up to the show. And in this corner, at a fighting weight of 142 is Kathy Miller. And in that corner, at an astronomical weight of, oh, we don't even know, Big Steve Entertainment. May the best lady win. That's how they get to do those truck commercials and stuff. They use a glass and they start screaming into that, and that's where you get that loud, shrieking voice from. Make me a sandwich. Oh my God, you are gonna get killed. I don't even ask her to make me a sandwich. Maybe you really need those foods. Yeah, you're gonna need all nourishment. Make sure you get a lot of meat because protein helps you heal faster, Steve. So, anything else anybody want to talk about other than the rumble in the jungle out in California or out here? See now, if she goes to Los Angeles, you know, for you to California, she'll have you meet her at the airport, and her flight will arrive at 9:55 a.m. and her departure flight will leave at 10. So she has 5 minutes to carry the mail and get back on the different plane. So it'll be fast and furious, Steve. You'll never know what hit you. And she'll be back in the air before the paramedics get there. What's that? Bread, sand, water, arsenic. What else you want, Steve? Now I've done it. That's right. Poison. It's probably right after she beats the living hell out of you, but it'll be okay. Pain and suffering goes away after a while. Maybe. Butterbean, yeah. Butterbean the boxer. Butterbean the tough man contest winner. The only reason why he was any good is because he was actually so heavy. Every time he landed a body blow or something, they had to go through about 26 inches of fat before they hit something. So. And you guys know how Buster Douglas lost the world heavyweight championship to Evander Holyfield? He won it from Mike Tyson. He lost it to Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's manager sent Buster Douglas a loaded pizza every night for a month. Every night, a pizza with everything, except for anchovies, every night. And Buster Douglas, after the second or third night, couldn't take it any longer and started eating them pizzas every night, gained like 15 pounds. And that's how Evander Holyfield won the there was a news story on it. I seen it and I read about it. But you know, if you don't believe me, you know, look it up. So, cage match between you and Hell's Kitchen. That would be fun. Kathy could sell tickets at that one. But that'll probably be 18 months after the one you have with Kathy, because about then you'll be healed up enough to go fight Hell Kitten. Grabs a steel chair. No disqualifications. And it's the first one on the floor wins, right? You'll probably win because she'll probably knock your ass clean through that gate. You'll land on the floor, but it won't be the way you want it to. You know, we're all having fun with you, Big Steve. So. Chicken Steve, you got to use the chair. God. Yeah. That's okay. She's bringing a 2x4 with some barbed wire wrapped around it. Oh, you think you're so That's funny. That is really funny. She is the boss. That's right. I'll tell you, she's the boss every day of the week, 7 days a week, 365 days. All right, everybody, it is 9:29. I'm going to get out of here. 9:30. So God bless you all. Stay safe. Have a great day. Be blessed in your endeavors. Prayers and peace. And goodbye. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here. I really appreciate you all for being here. I really do. Remember, if you want some of my merchandise, let me put the link up here. It is good for another month, but I don't make anything on it. So, you know, what little I do make is going to go for, you know, a charity anyways, because I'm only making 3 to 5 cents, 20-some cents on something, you know, it's nothing. It's not like I'm making $5, $6 on each garment or whatever. So probably by the time it's all said and done, they might get a $10 or $15 check going to them. So, but y'all have a great day, you know, and don't step on the snake, as Mr. Jixer says. So I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. And it's always a pleasure. With that all being said, you all have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am getting out of here at 8:30, quarter to 9 at the latest. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see you then. God bless you all.